Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Canyon. Welcome back to another installment of, I guess, technically, this is this versus that. Ordinarily, this would not even be recorded. We would take this gentleman. His name is Rainbird. He is what he is. Most of his componentry is 10 Pro. His front axle is 10 Pro. His rear axle is 10 Pro. His chassis rails are 10 Pro. And that's kind of when all that ends. He hits his scales at about 1,900 grams RTR with his usual. He runs an 850. He runs one of these batteries just like this right over here. A little 850 on the side. His weight balancing is pretty perfect. He has been running on upgrade geckos for a little while. And prior to that, he was on comp pins. I believe he was on this exact set of comp pins. He keeps, every day he's shuffling. And then recently, I did a lightweight test, FYR versus FYR. And he was really good on the FYRs. And I was committed. You know, I saw the FYR and I was like, I don't think that rim really suits him. But these did phenomenally. And then I remembered, sitting up on the rack, these are the two wheels that I ordered from the same place at the same time. And these are machined and these are satin. So satin, they almost look white. 22C2 Rupture, 22C2 Fire. So we're just going to shoot them out. We're going to pick an array of stuff, and we're going to do them on one and we're going to do them on the other, and there will be a winner, and one of them will be better than the other, and it'll be great. And when the one is better than the other, we will take this magical stack. Look how good this magical stack is, because I am committed to him getting. He did so good on these. If you watch that episode, you would see he did so good on these, but these did extraordinarily well in their test. So, bought him some new wheels, kit bashed these together, right? I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. And I love that we can, I didn't know you could just stack them up like this. 2.2 narrows, ready to rock, man. 22 FYR, 22 Rupture, 1,900 grams. Although, 1,900 grams, that's his RTR weight. And his front axle is in the neighborhood of a kilo. It's around 1,000 grams at the front. No wheels, no tires. Well, might as well drop that on there. 1,760. 1,760 grams. Oh, it changed for me. About 3.85 pounds. And as I mentioned, we made no efforts at basically everything on his front axle is brass. Brass. It's just all brass all the way across. Furatech Unity. Not recommended. Not recommended. I'm committed, but not recommended. That thing gets that thing. Let me try to phrase it as simply as I can. Is this bolt loose? Nope. That thing gets as hot as an air fryer. This thing is just all kinds of loose. Not surprisingly, because, well, that's a lot better. And these are double cardon, so we've got drift car. Ooh, spider. I'm walking into spider webs. We've got all manner of steer angle. We're gonna go out on the FYR because this thing is fighting me tooth and nail. Because that is what I drove him on most recently. Wow, those wheel hexes, you could run for a little while in those wheel hexes without lock nuts on them. They'll just stay on. Rainbird was my first 10 Pro. It was really an introduction to the fact that the 10 Pro gearbox is one of the most overwrought, overcomplicated, unnecessary gearboxes that I can think of. Just the sheer size of it, the weight of it. This is a 10 Pro with quite a lot of brass thrown at it to weigh 1,600 grams. I want to say that the 10 Pro gearbox by itself weighs 400 grams, between 400 and 500 grams. It's been a minute. So we're gonna, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the dang thing. We're gonna head out onto the course. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna make sure that battery's charged. And we're gonna run. What should it be? What should it be? We've got a lightweight guy. We're just gonna go right to. Oh, I'll do gate. Just, you know what? Tumbledore, Hannah Montana. I think it's just Tumbledore and Hannah Montana. It's all. If there feels like some sort of tie break needs to come out of it, we'll go to that. But I need to know, because I don't want to mount tires too many times. I don't want to mount them that many more times. As I said, ordinarily, I would just do this. We would take the bag with the wheels and the wrench out there, and we would run it, and we'd flop them, and we'd run it again, and we'd go, you know. But instead, I drag you along with me. Hey, man, you clicked it. You clicked the thumbnail. No refunds. Rainbird and I will drag you out there with us. FYR versus Rupture, both of the 22C2 variety. And honestly, from right here, right now, from the amount of wheel time I have on each, I have no idea. It could absolutely go either way. And here's how we're going to do it. We'll get to the end of it, and then we'll carousel our way out. We'll go to the turntable, and he'll be on his new wheels, and he'll be on his, we can't say forever tires. Jay Concepts just keeps coming out with better tires. He'll be on his 4Now tires, and we'll go, ooh, yeah. I have no preference. Either one, thumbs up all the way. I will meet you all out there as soon as I do, the rest of the required stuff. We arrive on the course, and conditions could scarcely be better. 68, 20, 75. It's wonderful. I would like to point out a little hidden one in here. Hidden for the OGs. As I pointed in and out indoors, Furatech, what do they call it? Unity 10. See what we're doing right now? This kind of stuff, the kind of stuff that we always do. That thing gets so hot. Like, I would say between 130 and 150 degrees is kind of where it operates at. It's absolutely, that rig weighs just over 4 pounds. That thing gets absurdly hot. And just doing what we're doing right there, sitting, allowing drag brake to take over, is just built. It gets hot on the bench. Got a little bit of the edge there. Let's get around it. The two combos should be basically identical. Aside from the one wheel being shiny and the one wheel being super matte, inserts feel largely the same. Tires are effectively the same size. I have an even heavier set of knuckle weights for him. Even heavier. I don't think it's explicitly necessary. Yeah, these are all that which I remember. The FYR are alarmingly good. Just absolutely doing it. Absolutely doing it. This is going to be tough. This is why I pre-punished myself and I spent money. Because the laziest portion of me would be like, well, this one did better. Just put it away and walk away. Unmount the other set. No, leave the other set mounted for whatever we test those on next. But no matter what, jeez, Ruptures have really got their work cut out for them. These are alarmingly well behaved. Steepest section. If your setup is in the wheelhouse of it, the FYR might be the best tire. Like, it only currently exists in 2 sizes. So we can't call it the new Mag or the new Rupture, but I stand by what I have said on more than one occasion, which is they make this in a 525, and the FYR might be the best overall tire that there is, being available in a 425, a 475, and a 525. If they come out with multiple sizes of this, if they come out with a genuine 1.9 iteration of it, oh man, gonna be troubles. I mean, who does he think he is? I haven't even finished my setup yet. That's what are we, 12 feet away? Just absolutely inexcusably bold. I'm gonna go set up camera 2 and I'm gonna make him run away. These things really, they're not afraid of anything. I've mentioned, certainly, in the past that every tire, regardless of what that tire is, there's a point where the traction just starts to fall away. And you have tires that behave as if they are lithium batteries, where there's traction and then it just stops. There are tires that have that like slow fade out. We've got a bunch of traction, then all of a sudden we just, a little bit less. It's like, I call it, I can see his head. Camera's a little bit too low. There's a little step. And he's right behind, he's right there. He's right there. Usually the tiny toy cars make him run away. Oh, these are incredible. Which is why, after my previous experience with these on here, where the decision was made, the second guessing began immediately, and I was like, but what about the Ruptures? Could they be better? I don't know how. Oh, that breeze is lovely. Fire up the waterfall. We don't have it yet, but we have it now. If the question is, how good are the FYR, there's your answer. They are impossible waterfall good. They are basically first run. Other side. You see that drop back where we just fell out of where the traction was and he just stuck it? This is a tire where if there's no mechanical, it's just gonna go. I never imagined I would find myself in a situation where the Rupture would be the tire that had to prove something, but these are crazy good. My energy conserving nature is such that we don't move the setup. We just do Rupture in reverse order. That motor is definitely above warm. It's not in the scalding hot range, but it is hot. Okay, I got way up higher. I was trying to do it without a reverse, which I kind of did. Oh man, my lobster is too buttery. No. My gold watch is just too heavy. Not quite the same approach I had last time. Let's see if we can save it. Nah. The Ruptures feel a little sharper. Like they're more deliberate, but when you get into trouble, you feel like you've gotten more into trouble. I'm having to think about the selection a little bit more. Meanwhile, the FYR was just go to there. See, we kind of there, boom. Oof, if it holds that, that's a way harder approach. Jeez. The FYR is just easier. It's just easier. It's like forgiving. That amount of grip. The FYR is still constantly surprising. The Rupture is just, as I said before about it, it's super, super narrow, but it's also not. Because what they did is they just wrapped a main lug. It doesn't have a side lug or a main lug. It has one lug band that extends from about halfway up the sidewall all the way over. Can I get into frame with a shadow? It starts on the sidewall and it goes all the way over to the top. So it's effectively like having 70 millimeters wide of tread. It's ultra side lugified. So when it gets contorted and distorted, like right here, I'm going to try to grab with that driver front right there. We grab, and then it just, you're not relying on side lug. You're not relying on that transitional phase at the shoulder. It's just all grip all the time. It cuts away so late. It should not be able to hold on that long. Doing this front to back, then back to front, I feel like I know where the decision is going to have to be made. And that is, it's not a choice just between, you have to appreciate my ability to get stuck in the exact same spot repeatedly. If anyone ever thinks that I'm not making some conscious, subconscious, unconscious effort to test them identically, just watch me get stuck in the same spots over and over again. I believe traction profile wise, we'll do a callback here. We'll do a callback. I believe that there is more ultimate traction in the Rupture. I think it will take you farther, but that combination of the width, the chordal profile, the combination of not having side lug, just having main lug all the way down the sides, the FYR is easier to drive. It is, and I don't mean by a little. It is so forgiving that you can slop your way in and out of that approach. There is a laser-like precision to the Rupture where I have to be more thoughtful the whole time I'm operating this tire. But boy, does it reward. Boy, does it reward. Pull-wise, it's green. It's pseudo-hieroglyphic both ways. In terms of forward drive, I would rank them almost the same. On one day, the Rupture might be ahead. On another day, the FYR might be ahead. The tire's ability to manipulate that traction to do what you want to do. Edge to the Rupture. They're just that little bit more. There's a little more crisp. And that the ability to use that lug all the way. Both of them feel as if there's no such thing as in between the wheelbase. If there is traction to be found, they will find it. These are not tires that I could say, oh, well, you only need this one if you do this, and you only need that one if you do that. It'd be great if I could. All I can say is this. The decision will appear on the turntable momentarily. I think we could drive upside down onto our roof. Like, how much traction do you need? How much traction do you want? All of it. I'm going to pick one. I'm going to thank you so much for joining us here in the Canyon for this. I'm going to invite you to come back next time. I'm going to invite you to put any questions, comments, or concerns into the comments section below. Little transition, little spin on the old turntable there, which I have to move a bunch of boxes out of the way to get to the turntable. I just saw that, and then you'll find out what the pick was. I think most people have probably already figured it out, but in between now and when we meet again, please want to know your best. Have a good one. We'll see you again here from the Canyon. He may indeed have found his forever tire today. And regardless of what else happens, that makes for a pretty good day.